So, real quick, I want to talk about this gang stalking. Um, I've been getting on some things, and I guess I've been leveling up, I guess. And at first, everyone thought I was crazy, and myself thought I was very crazy as well. Um, it's funny that now everything is starting to come to the light because I was harassed so drastically to the point where I ended up going to the hospital and being hospitalized um, because they said that I was hallucinating. And that's what the doctors call it. They said that I was hallucinating, that these things was happening and that they weren't happening. And not only that, um, they said that I had AIDS, and I didn't know that I had AIDS and that I was spreading it. So at first I thought it was that. Um, and so I started going to get all of these AIDS tests, and I just went to go get blood tests, all types of tests to make sure that is it me? And I don't have AIDS. It turns out not to be true. So once that turns out not to be true, um, it really put my mind in another platform, because I'm like, whoa, okay, this is not true. This is not accurate. So why and what is the reason of this stuff going on? And then next thing you know, um, things started dying down. I started telling the police, hey, this is going on. These people breaking in my car. They got devices in my car. They have devices in my home. Um, the police, they wasn't much help neither. Um, to the point where I started wanting to take things into my own hand, and I started recording things. And I mean, just as I go to Walmart, I go to the Walmart, all of the cars pull up, all this Hispanic people, ella, franca this, franca that, and you see them pointing at me, you see them staring at me. You see a whole bunch of people that's gathered in groups and forums, and they all looking at me. Um, to the point where I just started recording myself when I go places, because when I tell my family and when I tell people that I thought loved me or will believe me, they will say, oh, there's nothing going on, or you smoking that stuff, or you're doing this and you're doing that. And even though I had stopped smoking, I didn't let anyone know, but I had stopped smoking. And next thing you know, wow, it's right there again in my face that these things are constantly going on. And it's almost like, it's kind of hard to explain, because, you have to actually been through it in order for you to actually know the truth about it, and how it's operating and how it actually works. And I recently I stay in the projects, but my my door, I kept getting knocks at my door, um, and I couldn't figure out why these things are knocking at my door. So I called someone that normally comes without me knowing that they're coming to my house, and I had to ask them. I was like, hey, is that you at my house? And he was like, no. And it's funny you called me, but, and come to find out it wasn't him at the door. So when I go look, it's nobody at the door. And the knock sounds so real, as if someone is actually there. So it's just crazy, because not only the door will knock, but also the refrigerator. My refrigerator goes to knock as well. So um, it's just a lot of stuff that I really couldn't comprehend. Even when I'm in the house, you hear these cars coming in, and it sounds like he's like drag racing, or he's peeling in or peeling out. Like all you hear is the skirt, and he's doing all of these donuts and stuff like that. And it's crazy because the parking lot is not but so big. So it's like, how do they even have enough room to do what they're doing? Uh, I get these weird phone calls where the numbers actually look like real numbers. Sometimes they even resemble a number that I think that I know and I don't know. Um, and they would just hang up. Call my phone a lot of times back to back. And the thing is that they're able to call my phone back to back from the same number, but I would never say anything. I'll just listen or I answer and I hang up. And when I do that, they call me back again. So I was like, okay, they called me 3 times. So let me at least call them back to see if this was actually a real person. And I called them back, and the number doesn't even work. It's not even a functional number. Um, I believe it's just a game of confusion, something out to confuse me, stop me from doing things that I desire to do. And that's like meditate, go out in the park, or, you know, um, I don't know. And I don't even know what I like to do anymore because it's been going on for so long um, that you really don't really have an understanding. And it's like I'm here in Miami, Florida, and then I'll go up there to Georgia. If I go to Georgia, these same people are there from down here, to the point where they even travel um, to make sure that I see them. I went to Orlando recently last year in 2018 in December, and these same Hispanic people that is around my mom's house, or that I really know from somewhere and I couldn't put a finger on it, they were there. And they're at the KFC where we end up going at, I think it's KFC. And they're at the food place that we were going to, and I end up deciding to record them. And not only just them, my mom's like, child, ain't nobody thinking about you and this, that, and that. But you actually see these people looking at me, you see them talking about me. Um, it's just, it becomes so, so unreal because I don't know if someone's trying to get me to react in a way where, something happens, or if it's trying to get me to go ahead and react in a way where it's a no-win situation for me. But since I have been into the Most High, since I have been into, you know, the Lord, I have seen that I'm going through a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And I don't know if it's God testing my faith, or is if He's allowing my faith to be tested. So I don't know, because I used to deal with someone that was, I believe, probably in, um, I don't know. I just don't know as of right now, but I'm pretty sure that God will lead me to the directions and the information that I need. I have been in very challenging situations where it's becoming sad. Every time that I come inside my house, I have things being tampered with, my food being tampered with. It's almost like a waste in my grocery because they would tamper with my food. They would tamper with my things in the house. I've had juice in my house. I guess they put baking soda, or they put something inside of the juice, and it almost exploded, like it almost popped through the container. And they do stuff inside of my milk. Where the milk smells very, very sour. It smells very old. I remember having to buy milk almost 3 times in a month which is making me waste my money and things that I should have, I can't have because I'm constantly wasting it on replacing the things that they tampered with. Even with my car, when I get, just a little money, things are always going wrong with the car mysteriously, all while, things are going good. Car doesn't give me any problems. And now all of a sudden the car goes bad. I know the devil is working, but